I do have to wonder, like, how exactly much development time and resource this was given. Ooh, you're moving fast. Because you wouldn't expect it to get much because it's just a movie tie-in at this point, really.
True. Ooh, okay, this bit. There we go. This is properly the end of the game now. Gosh, that looks terrible. That animation.
Oh, no, those eyes. Please, no, help. At least... Oh, that's really it, huh?
We need to get you to the hospital, sir.
Oh, Dumbledore looks too good. Dumbledore looks goofy in this. Dumbledore's ragdoll type animation was just kind of goofy AF.
Ragdoll, yeah.
Not like his head. It's just...
It is Professor Snape.
You'll notice it when you edit the footage, when you look at it afterwards.
I probably will.
Show yourself, no matter what.
Hide yourself, blood.
So I'm guessing there's going to be a short bit at the end where we probably fight Snape or something, and then the credits roll.
You are not an assassin, Drake.
Yeah, I think there's a fight with some of the Thetis, possibly. Again. Maybe.
Alright, I have 5 minutes to remember how dueling works in this game, then.
Just spam them until they die, because if you spam them, they can't hit you back.
I remember there was a way to cheese it, but I don't remember exactly what spell it was.
Killing is not
Probably Stupefy. Stupefy is just the spell in this game.
Is this mo-capped? Does this look mo-capped to you?
I don't think so.
please.
Well,
Oh, it looks goofy as
like,
hell.
that definitely was not. Some of the character animations look kind of smooth, like when Harry was looking over the railing, you could see all his limbs moving in a somewhat natural way, but others, like especially when they cast spells, look very, like, they just took the character's wrist and raised it above their head and snapped it back. Okay, here's a duel. Let's see.
He's using that protect. Oh, he's used the levy.
Shaking the remote. Come on, Harry, cast Stupefy on him. Ow.
You should also be able to dodge spells as well. I'm not sure what the button is for that, but
If I just shake the remote hard enough, it'll probably just wear him down, right? Oh, he keeps doing that. No Levicorpus.
if you manage to Expelliarmus him and get him on the ground, then he'll be down
I
for
don't
like.
remember what any of the gestures are.
Oh yeah, there is also that.
Maybe if I pause the game and look at the spell list. That might be a good idea. Just sit tight while I look through the list, Fenrir.
Try Expelliarmus or Levicorpus, whichever one's easier, because that incapacitates them for like 5-6 seconds, and then you can just
Okay,
go crazy.
Expelliarmus is snapping them both forward, Levicorpus is snapping them both back.
Okay.
Alright, that's almost the same gesture.
Just keep going. Yeah, just spam.
Alright, have fun. No. Were we both? No. I thought we were both upside down for a moment. Alright.
So which one did you do on him? I couldn't see because it was just like kind of hanging there, not upside down and not on the ground.
It looked like mostly Stupefy, but I got enough Levicorpus to keep him from attacking me.
Alright. Was that great?
Alright, so we're doing another one.
By the way, this is kind of what Deathly Hallows is like, but like this is the only thing. Just this and nothing else.
Just for the entire game.
Just the entire game.
Very nice.
It feels like they didn't animate his Levicorpus or whatever properly. He's just... It's almost like a T-pose, but not quite. Just standing there.
It looked more like he was being pinned by his shoulders in the air. Oh, is that it already? Okay, I will take a shorter battle.
Greyback? Or not?
Oh, is that... Oh, I thought I fought him in the library, but it might just have been another generic Death Eater. You, sir! I don't have time for you. I don't think either of us are hitting each other. I feel like he's not taking damage. Maybe he is.
He's using Protego, so he's not taking anything right now. He can't.
Yeah.
He can't get through that shield.
If you can... No.
Oh, he's taking quite a bit of damage.
Once you can build up momentum, it's fine, but I died. Died. Whatever it is in this game.
Every time you faint. I don't know how he says it in the first game.
In the first game, Dumbledore?
No, nearly headless. You will restart the game every time you faint if you touch this.
Oh, nearly headless Nick, yeah.
The save book monologue. Oh.
Alright, there we go. That's what I wanted to do.
That was Levicorpus, and that is not working properly at all. He should be.
That definitely looked like he was just sort of pinned in the air by his arms.
True. Oh no. Oh no. This is perfect. He's cornered. Try and get him here. Oh no, he's not cornered anymore.
He broke the statue. Oh my god.
Just hit him with. Yeah, you can't Levicorpus him while he's Levicorpused.
Yeah. That's not really useful. Come on, Harry, today. There's like 1 unit of health left, and I died again. Dueling in this game doesn't feel like the opponents are good so much as just like the game doesn't recognize when you actually cast a spell half the time. Does it feel like that in the PC version too, or is that just the Wii controls being weird?
I don't know. Okay, that's good. Just
see how much of his health I can knock off just over here.
Try and knock him down again. See if you can.
I'm winning so far. This is what I remember, and that if you can just sort of build up enough momentum, you can sort of just brute force your way through. And it looks like there it goes. Nope, almost. There we go.
Yeah. That's kind of the way in most sort of close combat based encounters in like every game.
Some games are better than others.
Spam it.
It helps if it looks like the enemies are doing more than just waving their wrists at you, though.
Yeah, it's even more funny when you're doing it during filming because there's actually nothing there. It just imagine being an actor just waving your wand at the other person, a grown adult, with nothing coming out of the wand.
Ooh,
Be like,
ooh, no, wasn't ready for that one. Okay.
Bellatrix. Oh no.
Okay, she is not messing around.
So that looks like Petrificus Totalis or something.
The one that she just had was... Oh, come on. The one that she just had was, yeah. Okay, this is probably as final boss as we're gonna see in this game. Alright, I'm just trying to...
You might end up fighting Snape as well.
We'll end up fighting Snape.
Possibly. I'm not sure.
I can just do this all day, Bellatrix. Please don't, my arm is getting sore.
My eyes are hurting. It's too...
Put a little epilepsy warning on this video.
It's so bright.
Why are you just defending infinitely? Do something else.
She's a pro witch.
Bellatrix understands how video games work. Alright, there we go. And there we don't go. Ow. No, knock it off. Help. All of a sudden, Protego is not doing anything.
You need to knock her on her feet, on her bum, or dangle.
That would help. Alright, can I... No. Ow. Stop it. Can I Levicorpus you? Would that help? Alright, there we go. Hold still for 2 seconds.
Yeah, on the PC version, I'm pretty sure... Oh, or maybe it's just the 5th version of the game where they actually do go upside down. It's,
I'm pretty sure... There we go. Finally. I'm pretty sure earlier in the game when we were learning the spells, the characters were actually going upside down. Like Fred and George or whoever it was, but not these. Not these characters.
Okay, is there a Snape battle? Or is it just a cutscene? Oh! This is the big...
I guess we're skipping the formalities.
It's the big reveal. Why does it?
At this point
Why
in the
does it
movie-
not try to use Sectum Sempra against any of the other Death Eaters? That's just a kind of a shocking thing as well. Yeah,
I think.
he
Yeah, at
saves
this point
it
in the
all for
movie, Snape
Snape.
just sort of tripped him and like made fun of him from a distance and then ran away.
Well, I'm only just realizing how uncanny valley this game is. This
I know.
these animations are just something else.
There are some games from the 2010-2011 era that aged decently well. This is not one of them. I have to assume this is pre-rendered here.
Yeah, and pre-rendered cutscenes are kind of the worst.
Well, it's better than the in-engine cutscenes. I'll give them that.
Well, the thing is, if you remaster a game, that automatically remasters the in-engine cutscenes as well. If you like,
if you're remastering them, sure,
yeah.
yeah.
If you mod it, if you do like some HD texture pack, or if there's like an official remaster, then it affects it.
Or even if I was running this through an emulator and like applying an upscale mod to it.
Yeah. So it would work on everything except the cutscenes because they're pre-rendered, which is it would just look out of place compared to the rest of the cutscenes are supposed to be the bits that look better than the actual game, in my opinion, usually, if they're pre-rendered. But they went a different direction, they just made it all grainy and weird looking.
And the pixels just get bigger.
Yeah. Oh,
I guess sometimes
the cutscene-
sometimes you can try and smooth it when you upscale it, but not all.
Not even that. If you're playing the game at like 4K and the cutscene's like 720p, it's gonna look jank because it's fixed. You can't make that look
That's
good.
a very big difference,
Yeah.
yeah. And I guess that's it. Okay. Not my favorite game I've ever played, but there were... At least I thought there were parts to it that were okay. Running around the castle was okay. Gameplay, maybe not so much.
Did you find it was better than the one before it? The fifth one or...
Goblet of Fire?
No, fifth. Phoenix.
Goblet of Fire, Order of the Phoenix. Wow, I feel bad for messing that one up.
Yeah.
Not really.
Oh, yeah.
At least most of the gameplay in the Order of the Phoenix was running around and talking to people, but at least it felt sort of... Maybe complete is the word?
I think I know what you're saying, yeah.
There was, like, the stuff that you could do on the side with casting your power on statues and fixing them and that kind of thing. It felt like you kind of wanted to do them. It didn't feel like they were just trying to make you use gesture controls for no reason. Although that could also just be a problem with the Wii. I don't know if it was better or worse on the other versions of the game.
Yeah, definitely.
As much as I like the castle itself in this game, I feel like running around the castle was more fun in Order of the Phoenix, if that helps.
In other things, so I mean, it's the same thing. You're running around as well, but you didn't have Nick guiding you everywhere, which was kind of nice.
That was a fun way to do it. In the Order of the Phoenix, it was just
The
anonymous
footsteps.
footprints on the ground,
Yeah.
which was... It got the job done. It didn't really have the character of Harry Potter.
Yeah, it kind of went well with the whole Marauders map thing as well, because footsteps, you know. Footsteps.
It does feel like they were at least trying to make it feel like a Potter game. I haven't played the 7th games yet, so I don't want to trash talk them too much before I actually play them, but so far it at least feels like they're still trying to make a Potter game, even if they clearly didn't have the time or resources to do so.
The 7th and 8th game is just a blatant cash grab. It's just a money grab. It's not a game.
It's just like, how fast can we get this over with?
How fast can we push out a tie-in product? Everyone's going to buy it at this point because of how big Harry Potter is.
And I know that like the development teams themselves surely don't actually want to make a bad game, but
No. It's
I
more.
could see like I think there were 10 months between the first part of the seventh movie and the second part of the seventh movie, and I could see EA just throwing 50 people at the problem and saying make something work in 10 months.
Yeah,
I think it was actually less than that. I think it was more like 8 months between the last movie and the second to last one.
It is pretty much just a management and sort of shareholder influenced type of thing, rather than that every dev wants to make a good game. It's just the constraints, you know.
And sometimes it works. Like even the earlier Potter games were really just a tie-in, right? But they somehow made it work somehow.
That was a different era when games were actually good.
It was obviously a much smaller project than this.
Well, yeah,
A much smaller game.
Yes and no. I guess I think in some ways the game feels a lot more fleshed out compared to this, because this is just like a big old massive castle and grounds and stuff filled with pretty much nothing. But the first games were like original. There wasn't like a blueprint to go off of, really. It was all
I recall, I think it was you or maybe someone else in one of the classic Potter Discord servers said when they were developing the games, they like dug up every reference to the description of the castle that they could find in like the first 2 books or whatever was out by then, and tried to piece something together just based on that, because that was before even the first movie came out when they were working on it.
Yeah. Oh, and they had a lot more freedom to go about, because the castle is kind of irrelevant in the first 3 games. The castle shape is kind of irrelevant, because
it changed dramatically between every game in the first 3.
Well, yeah, but even inside of the game, inside each specific game itself, it didn't matter what the castle was, because the action wasn't taking. The action didn't rely on the shape of the castle. It was all just custom maps, like when you went into those challenges, the challenges, none of them would actually fit inside the castle, anyways. It was just
those geometrically would have made no sense.
They would have not made any sense. No, they were just like their own thing.
The Spongify challenge, where does that go in physical space?
Yeah. I mean, if you try to merge the two, it would just. There's no way. There's no way it could work. The internal geometry was just massive compared to the outside, and
Scourge challenge maybe, because I was deep underground, but
yeah, the Scourge stuff and the dungeon stuff you could think doesn't matter because it's all like underground, but other stuff.
Salazar Slytherin built the entire Chamber of Secrets without anyone noticing. Surely Snape could have worked something out to put this elaborate obstacle course in front of his potion stores.
Yeah.
Video games get weird when you think about them too hard.
Yeah, but I like that they had that sort of creative freedom to just do whatever and come up with like completely original designs in terms of those level, layouts and stuff, challenge layouts.
Oops, I accidentally killed it, but I think we were close to the end anyway, because I just saw special thanks scroll by.
That's fine.
I don't know about you, but I am not interested in collecting the last 129 Hogwarts crests.
Nah, I think we're good. I think I've already tried doing that on my own playthrough.
They're hard enough to see.
If you were doing this on the PC, you wouldn't have a difficult time at all picking things up, like Wingardium Leviosa and stuff would be so easy.
Yeah, maybe. Meanwhile, what spell is this? How does this work?
Is it even interactable? Who knows?
Well, it was sort of glowing, so it might have been, but gesture detection, not quite great. I remember I tried playing the 5th game with both a mouse and keyboard and an Xbox controller, and I found it much easier on the Xbox controller.
Moving around and stuff for sure is easier. But I don't know if gestures would have been easier. Gestures might have been more difficult. Maybe still easier. I don't know.
I remember it being easier anyway. Maybe it was just because it was a long time ago that I tried playing it on the mouse and keyboard, and I was not as good at video games. But I just feel like it was better at detecting input from an analog stick than on a mouse.
I wonder if there's a really good Wii emulator that
I know that Dolphin is the main Wii emulator, and as far as I know it works. I haven't messed with it too much. I've seen people do things like full HD output mods using it.
No, not even mods. I mean, like, you could technically play this game through an emulator, through a Wii emulator, this same copy of the game that you've got with the Xbox controller.
Oh, rather just to record, you mean?
Yeah, but you could use an Xbox controller as well, rather than the Wiimote, I think. Or would that not work at all? Would it need to be the? I don't know.
It's possible. I don't think I actually thought about that when I was first setting this up to do back whenever we started doing this a year ago or whatever. You probably suggested it to me and I probably said and then forgot.
No, I think I've only just thought of it. And thinking of it, I think it probably wouldn't have worked. I don't know how stable emulated games are compared to the actual hardware.
I imagine by this point Dolphin is pretty reliable. Back like 10 years ago when I first tried messing with it, it was kind of a mess. Not at all helped that I was trying to run it on something like a Pentium, or whatever AMD's equivalent to a Pentium was at the time, but now I imagine I could run it without too many issues.
I've tried the...
Maybe for...
I've tried Sorcerer's Stone and Chamber of Secrets, a bit of that on Dolphin emulator. The
GameCube versions?
The GameCube versions, yeah. It's pretty good. They're pretty stable.
It works. I know that usually what happens with emulators is the bigger games like your Pokemons and your Super Marios and whatever tend to get more attention and tend to get more people getting them to work without issues on emulator than more obscure games like this. But yeah, I don't think I thought about emulating this until you brought it up just now, so I've never tried it or looked at how people have done it on Google or anything. I like playing things on the native hardware. I find it just makes my life easier all around, but who knows?
Do you have a GameCube lying around?
A GameCube?
I don't think you do.
I do not, unfortunately. I have a Wii which can play GameCube games, but I don't currently have a way to record it because it uses VGA instead of HDMI. But
I'm wondering if I could get this working on like Dolphin or something. Maybe we could record the first couple, the sixth gen console versions.
Sure.
The games. I don't know.
You could take a turn playing instead of me for once, and I could try backseat gaming your game the entire however long.
Yeah, maybe. Or I don't know. If you want to get it working as well, we could both have a go. We could do that thing where we swapped.
We could.
Remember that thing we did where we played the first 3 games?
Yeah, a long time ago.
That was a long recording. That was crazy.
I think we did both of those games in like 2 recording sessions each that were like 4 hours each or something.
Did we not do it all in one go? I seem to remember we did the first...
Did we do them all in one go? That would have been even longer.
I seem to remember I spent the entire night just recording that. We did... I think I played the first game, and then you played the second one, and then I did the third one, or something like that.
Oh, do you mean even longer ago when we did it on a live stream, the Pi Day thing?
Yeah. We
did do those all in one go, and we did them back to back too. I have no idea how I survived that.
That was nuts. That was crazy. I don't know how...
I would totally do that again if I could like mentally prepare myself.
You need like a big. You need to have sort of just be on vacation and just have like your mind completely relaxed and just able to handle that. That's crazy.
I think that was like you played the first game, I played the second one, and you watched from the side, and then like halfway through you had to go because it was like 5 a.m. for you at that point or something.
Possibly.
Good times.
And then we tried doing the third game as well at some point after that. Pretty sure. And
I think so.
I took my sweet time with the first game. I think my playthrough of the first game took like a good 4 or 5 hours. Because I was doing it I was like properly trying to get everything as well, like 100% of it.
I'm glad you reminded me of that. That was a lot of fun.
That's crazy. And then you just kind of sort of sped through the second game.
I probably did because I've played that one so many times. That's just how I'm used to doing it. Running on autopilot.
Oof. Anyways, this is our...
Someday we should meet in real life and do them all in one sitting or something.
Deal. That'd be nuts. Anyways, we should probably get back to our lives and, do a live things.
I am really bad at signing off of things all the time, and we've been sitting here staring at this intro movie for about 10 minutes now.
Is this being recorded as well?
Yeah, it's still going.
It's still
unless it's
going.
crashed and I don't know about
It's still
it.
going. You're still recording this. Okay.
I'll probably cut it off at some point.
Maybe edit this bit out because this is just ramblings.
Yeah, I don't think people would be too interested in our discussing future plans for however long it's been.
Taking over the world, yeah. Alright.
But yeah, I've just been standing here in front of the screen and I haven't touched any of the inputs or stopped the recording or anything.
Yeah. You're just thinking, when is he going to stop talking? When's UnWorld going to let me go?
Alright, it's been fun.